What's up guys, it's Emily. So today's video is going to be a health update. Finally, this is long overdue. And I've got a bunch of people in my DMs asking me to do a health update, and they want to know what's going on with my PCOS and my thyroid and all that good stuff. So today's video is going to be a health update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified with my videos. Comment what you guys think of this video and let me know down in the comments if any of you guys struggle with the same situation that I do. And I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get this started. Okay guys, so this is a long overdue video. I usually give you guys like every 3 months updates, but it's been a minute since I gave you guys an update about what's going on with my health and all that good stuff. So the first thing I want to say is, you know, my PCOS and my thyroid, I am on medication, as you guys know, for that, and my cholesterol, but everything from what I know right now is alright. Now back in December of 2019, we are finally in 2020. That's what I'm saying, like, it's been long overdue with this video. So pretty much in December of 2019, I went to the OBGYN and I got my first pap smear. Now, honestly, I was nervous. I did do a story time on this, and I let you guys know like how was my experience with it and all that good stuff. So you want to go check that video out, I will put the link down below. But yeah, I got my first pap smear, and they never did blood work in the OBGYN about like my PCOS or anything like that. I did tell her like my symptoms and stuff like that, and from what she like records wise, she like after looking at everything, she said that everything looks like on track. But like yearly, like with the OBGYN, you're supposed to get a checkup, especially if you have like a diagnosis like with PCOS. They're supposed to check your hormones. So they didn't do that, but they did give me an HPV shot because I am at high risk for, God forbid, in the future, ovarian cancer. So they gave me an HPV shot because I was due for one, and then I was supposed to get one recently, but I wasn't feeling too good, so they told me to wait it out. So I'm supposed to get my third one, and that's that. But yeah, so that happened, and then I asked my OBGYN for referrals to the endocrinologist. Now, that was like the general last thing I told you guys was about my pap smear, because I did a whole like my experience, blah blah blah. But the OBGYN, like, they didn't really do much. Like I said, like, there was not much they could do. So I asked if, like, because I've been wanting to go to like a specialist doctor, especially with my PCOS and my thyroid. So I was doing my research prior, before I went to the OBGYN, and like I was asking people with my same issue about like the endocrinologist and what they do and this, that, and the third. So I asked for a referral, and she did give me a referral. She also gave me this referral to like this weight loss doctor, which is like it's called bariatric medicine, and they pretty much do like weight loss surgery, or you could do like weekly visits and things like that. So that was my choice. I wanted to do the weekly visits, but I haven't got a chance because of, we all know what's going on, the pandemic, corona, and all that. So, you know, a lot of things got pushed back for me. So in March, March was when I finally, so I did right away started looking for, they did give me a referral to like the specific spot, but they didn't accept my insurance, so I had to find a new spot. And I asked like family members of mine, like if they ever been to an endocrinologist and things like that. Nobody has, so I was like looking based off reviews and like asking like people with my same struggles that live in my area that know a good endocrinologist. Now I did find one in my area, and they, oh my god, phenomenal. Best doctor I've probably ever seen for my situation. They specialize in hormonal issues. They specialize in like diabetes, things like that. Like they're like a specialist for like like things that are like imbalanced with your body. So on the paper, my OBGYN gave her like put like my reasoning was because of my PCOS and also my thyroid. So I went also because I've been having, as you guys know, I've been having weight issues where I did get taken off of metformin. I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but I was on metformin because I had high insulin levels because of my PCOS, not because of diabetes. So, and it's supposed to help you, but it was just making me feel like pure sick. So I was like, I asked my primary doctor, like, hey, can I get taken off of this? Because I don't want to be on a pill that's just going to keep making me feel like crap, pretty much. So I went to the endocrinologist. Guys, I was so happy I went. It was the best decision I've made for myself. All that research, that hard research that I was doing about endocrinologists. So pretty much we went to the endocrinologist in March. This was right before they called like for nationwide lockdown on the US. This was literally right before, like 3 days after, that's when they called for like lockdown for not lockdown, but like for everybody to be in quarantine pretty much. And I was like, wow, like there was a reason I had to go, you know, like I looked at it that way. So I went to the endocrinologist and pretty much I told her, like, she asked me a bunch of questions about family history, about she looked through my medical records, she looked through like my weight issues, she looked through everything, like top to bottom. Now my mom was with me, which I was so glad she did, because she didn't really understand, like she understood what PCOS is, but like being able to ask the endocrinologist questions and things like that was like a real big help for her to understand like my situation. So pretty much we went through, like she asked me if I'm still on metformin, she asked me about all my medications and things like that. And pretty much so I told her like I have abdominal pain all the time in my left side of my stomach, and I'm always having like stomach pains, and I'm always having like my periods are still really irregular. Now, if you guys do not know what PCOS is, and if you're watching this video, please go check out my PCOS story, because you'll get a better understanding of what it really is. And if you guys want to be more educated about it, I will definitely do that. I definitely want to bring awareness to PCOS, because it's not really talked about, and a lot of people just look at it as, oh, you're fine, like it's not a big deal, like it could be much worse, but it is worse because it affects most of the body, you know. And honestly, like my whole life, like I've never had any health issues ever. So like when 2016 came around, I was just like, I hit rock bottom pretty much with my PCOS and things like that. And if you guys do want to know more about it though, like I have my PCOS story and things like that, so you guys could get a better understanding. So she pretty much asked me a bunch of questions about like my grandparents, like how did they pass and things like that, because she pretty much wanted to see if anybody in my family has what I have, and nobody does. So pretty much what happened, so she pretty much asked me about, it was like a really nice like sit down situation where I was literally with her for like an hour just talking, and like she pretty much explained like the whole PCOS to me and like my mom, and like she told me there's gonna be 4 steps to with your PCOS. Now number 1 was your diet, number 2 was like your weight, number 3 is the one that I'm like most worried about. Once, like, okay, so she pretty much wants to get all this blood work done to check my thyroid, to check my hormones, she wants to check me for Sialis disease, she wants to check me for Hashimoto, just because of my left side pain with the Sialis and Hashimoto. She just wants to make sure that I don't have Hashimoto. It's pretty much involved with the thyroid, hypothyroidism. So she wants me to get all this blood work done. She wants me to get a gluten test to see how my sugar is and like my insulin levels, and then she wants me to do a 24-hour urine collection. Guys, I should be getting it this Friday. It's been so hard with this pandemic also. Like with Corona, everything just pretty much shut down on us. And like, I was at high risk for convid because of my thyroid, because with thyroid it messes with your immune and stuff. So I had to stay in more than anybody. So I just had to be really careful and things like that. And pretty much, yeah, so this Friday, hopefully, I'm going to be getting all my blood work done and all that testing done, and there will be a new update about that stuff. But yeah, she wants to get all this testing done and things like that, which I'm really happy, because it's like she's actually putting effort as a specialist. Like, she didn't look at my medical records and be like, oh, everything's fine. Like, it's tough because a lot of doctors don't understand. Like, there's so much more to it. Like, there's symptoms that I'm feeling that I never felt before. And I've never been a doctor kid. Growing up, I've never really went excessively to the doctor, unless like I needed to get a physical or stuff. But other than that, like, never been a doctor kid. So like now it's like the doctor's office is like my second home pretty much. But yeah, so the third step that she wants to do is test me for fertility. Now, honestly, like, and my mom did ask questions about that, because my mom like didn't know like much about the fertility part. My mom looked at it as you'll be fine, you'll be able to, but like with PCOS it's like a 50-50 chance. Like, some people do need that extra treatment for fertility. Now, I don't know if I have fertility issues. When that point comes, that's what she said. She pretty much said, when that time comes, when you decide you want to start having children, we will do the testing and see if you have fertility issues. And she's like, you have more than enough treatment. If you do have fertility issues in the future, you do have availability to treatment for that. So I was like, cool. I get very sensitive over that, because that's like the biggest thing that I was worried about, was like not being able to have my own kids in the future, and like having struggles, and like just the risky parts to it. It's not just like 1, 2, 3 I could just do it like a normal person. Like, I actually genuinely have to plan it out, because I'm on medications that could affect it and things like that. So she did say, like, when that time comes, when I want to start deciding to have children, they'll discuss like rearranging my medications and things like that, because I would be considered a high risk pregnancy because of my thyroid and my PCOS. It's 2 hormonal issues. And then the fourth step is she said that it's caused like plastic surgery. Like, so if I wanted to get like weight loss surgery, that's my option. But she said that that's like the fourth thing to PCOS. Like, if I wanted to get like anything like that done, which I don't. I don't want to get any weight loss surgery. I want to do it on my own. And she said, I told her about my weight issue, where I've been eating healthy. Like, ever since that endocrinologist appointment, I started opening my horizons. I started eating string beans. I started eating cauliflower. Like, I just started opening my horizons with things. I changed my oil to olive oil. Like, she gave me this whole like diet plan pretty much. Like, she showed me like this diagram that she wants me to follow, and I think I've been doing good with like opening my horizons to vegetables, because I've never been a vegetable person. And honestly, I can say I've grew so much these last few months during this pandemic, with opening my horizons, cooking. Like, obviously we couldn't really order out and things like that, so I was like, you know what, this is my chance to eat inside, cook more, try new things and things like that. And like, we did ask questions like what could be possibly like trigger foods to like my thyroid and my PCOS, and she said the berry family is really good for my issue. Any vegetable is good for me. Just things with like sugar in it's not good, because it messes with insulin. So I think that's everything. My weight is still a struggle to this day. Like, as much as I eat vegetables and things like that, I'm still struggling with my weight. She did want me to start taking walks, which I did. I take walks every night before, after dinner. And sometimes I do like 2 walks a day, because, you know, I'm just trying to keep myself moving. And like, I recently went to my regular doctor, and I still haven't, like, my weight is just at the same spot. Like, I'm not gaining and I'm not losing. So that's the biggest issue, and that's what we're trying to figure out. Like, why is my weight just not moving up or down? If anything, it's moving up and it's not moving down, type of thing. And I'm trying everything I can. So yeah, we'll find out. Like, so pretty much she is testing me to check my hormones about my PCOS. She's checking my thyroid. She's checking my cholesterol. She's checking me, like, a whole panel. She's checking my glucose. She's doing a gluten test. 24-hour urine collection. I really, like, I have to ask, like, when I do get blood work, like, what's, like, certain tests, or like, what are they checking for and things like that. Because I did look up, like, all the tests that she wants me to get done. And I pretty much did my own research about, like, the blood work and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much, like, this whole corona thing has been such a big struggle. It definitely pushed back a lot of months for me to get my health situation handled. I've been so anxious to get this blood work done, and it's since March I haven't been able to. So, and like, I have to, like, call them and make sure, like, I don't have to, like, get tested or things like that, just to make sure, like, I could just go in and get blood work. But yeah, so from there on out, once I get the blood work, I will do another health update for you guys and let you guys know, like, what's up and things like that, and, like, if my pills are getting changed, and if I get diagnosed with something new, things like that, because, you know, PCOS and thyroid is an ongoing issue. But I'm glad that I went to the endocrinologist and I did everything I can to do my own research to help myself and be my own voice for it, because it is definitely, PCOS is a definitely thing that takes a toll on me, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I'm just trying to, like, help myself in the best way I can without having to put myself on more medications that I don't need. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a fat thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this health update. And if you guys want to know more about it, links will be down below of my past videos about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.